All right, welcome to the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. Can't believe it, but it's episode 11. Dexter Henry here with my co-host, the great Bryan.
They never
Fonseca.
thought we would make it this far.
But we did. And we're here. And this is the post-Thanksgiving episode.
That's right. If you're not watching, I'm all geared up right now. You are not.
No, I'm not.
I have my Ain't Hard to Tell T-shirt,
which
you can buy
at our tee.pub store, which we've been advertising on this podcast for weeks now. Our partners with tee.pub, you can buy that. We are very thankful for them to get back into Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
And we've been telling people, hey, you want to support, you want to show how thankful you are for this podcast, the great content that we produce at Backpack Broadcasting. You can buy a shirt, a hoodie. You can even buy this mug. If you're watching the podcast, you can see I'm drinking from this mug.
Or these stickers that are on my laptop right now, if you can see them.
So that's a great way you can support. But we are thankful for everybody that's watched so far, supported so far, everybody on our team, our production team. We're definitely thankful for them. But first of all, let's get into this. How was your Thanksgiving, man? Like I had a busy Thanksgiving, but it was good. How was yours?
It was also busy, but it was also good. I had some really good ham. I will say that much.
Okay.
I had some really good ham. I had like maybe 10 pieces of that. I was wild.
Oh, you went in.
Yes. But no, it was good.
I'm not crazy about ham. I'm not a ham eater. Like I actually didn't even touch ham at the table.
Not ham? Yo.
I did not even touch it.
I even like it with some pineapples too.
Yeah, that's how my fiance's mom makes it. But I'm not a big ham guy. So.
Well, me neither. When it's like, I'm not out here. Getting it all the time when I'm at a deli.
Yeah, it's not that kind of thing. Ham's really not a love of mine.
Yeah, but
my household, we don't cook it on Thanksgiving, so
yeah,
nah.
Well, I wasn't at home and getting to Thanksgiving. I was in Florida. I was away on a business trip, and we had Thanksgiving. It was cool, but back in New York now, ready to roll. How was yours?
It was good. It was busy. I had to work. Covering some high school football for News 12. I was tired because I got off a little bit of sleep.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Oh, it was a good thing. It was fun.
The News 12 part of it is obviously good.
I
don't know about the football part of it.
The high school football thing, it's interesting. I've done it for a couple of years.
It's not the NFL.
It's not the NFL,
which is a good thing.
Which is a good thing, and I'm still boycotting that. But it's good. I do enjoy covering those Thanksgiving days. It's crazy because people get up early in a lot of these traditional games. So it's good seeing these schools that are rivalries, but they're generally usually one-sided. But this game I did get to cover was actually a pretty good game, so that was cool. But honestly, I was so tired. Got home. We had Thanksgiving at my fiance's parents' house. My family came over there. Ate a lot of good food. Got all the curry. I love curry, so I had all the curry that I needed. I actually made the curry chicken for Thanksgiving. Second year in a row I've cooked and made curry chicken for Thanksgiving, and it's fantastic, if I might say myself.
Which is also nice because I would imagine, I know this, you don't get a lot of time to do the cooking yourself.
No, not as much as I used to. I like to cook. Yeah. I just haven't been able to cook a lot as like I used to. But now it's actually been starting to get up a lot lately. Like now I've been cooking like twice a week the last month or so. Mm-hmm. So I've been getting to cook multiple times a week, which is good. I enjoy cooking, so.
I haven't had Thanksgiving at home in a couple years, so.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I just burped. Almost just
like
all
that Thanksgiving
all that
food.
Well, I'm trying to think. So let's see. Thanksgiving food. Everyone has their go-to and whatever. We were just talking about like ham and like turkey, obviously, and
turkey's like the last thing I think about on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because you know it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think. What are some other things? Like, for example, people are crazy about stuffing.
Oh, I love stuffing. Oh man. Oh, you out of your mind. Now, if you come correct
depends.
And your stuffing is good. Now, my mom makes excellent stuffing. My future mother-in-law makes great stuffing. She made the stuffing actually. It was on point. I love it. I had the last of it last night. Damn, I'm thinking about it now. I wish I didn't finish that. But
yeah, because you said you were hungry before we started recording.
I love stuffing.
The stuffing has protein in it?
No, I wish I had it now. Like I need some because before we recorded this, I just worked out. I'm like dire.
I did that earlier today, and I had some Dos Toros. I'm good.
Yeah,
you already know.
We already
farro. I had farro for the first time recently, and it's so good. So I was like, yo,
might have to get that after this.
Better alternative to than rices, but Yeah.
Yeah, stuffing is one of my things I look forward to on Thanksgiving. I love stuffing.
What do I look forward to on Thanksgiving? Oh, I'm kind of upset because I didn't have mac and cheese like I wanted. See, Jared Allen, that whole Jared Allen, if you guys don't know, I did the story with Jared Allen Thanksgiving shopping with a bunch of kids that was picked up by like ABC, CBS.
Bryan was everywhere.
Yeah, it was crazy because I didn't think that was going to happen.
Even Freddie Gibbs probably saw it. I think Freddie Gibbs saw that story.
Oh, man. So it was ESPN, like all these places. I don't know, maybe. But
humble brag here.
But basically, where was I going with that? Yeah, so I didn't have mac and cheese, and I wanted it after that because Jared Allen said, hey, my favorite Thanksgiving dish, mac and cheese.
That's up there for me. I think I get mac and cheese often, but I love stuffing. You got to have stuffing. I love the mac and cheese. I look forward to, I think my mom makes the best rice and peas in the world. Hands down.
My parents are. Yeah. Well, we're Hispanic, so
I will.
You already know.
I will put my mom up against anybody when it comes to rice and peas making. I get it a lot. I still get it a lot, but I look forward to it. And look, anything from my culture I look forward to. So I enjoyed the curry go. We had some curry chicken, which I made, as I said again.
Exactly. Another element, though.
Yeah, so it was great. It was a little less Caribbean food than I normally have at Thanksgiving this year, but it was good.
Right. So. And another element of Thanksgiving, after Black Friday, and we're recording this on a Monday, so we have Cyber Monday. I have yet to do shopping and things like that. Today. So yeah. I need some help. Help me. Because I want, don't be stupid. Because I know the first thing you're gonna say. Why don't you get a Freddie Gibbs?
I was actually not even gonna go there. I wasn't gonna go there. I actually wasn't gonna go there.
So I'm trying to think. I want some stuff. I was looking through my hoodies, right, and I do have like a good amount in my rotation, but I kind of want some different. You know what I mean? Some other hip hop things. So I'm trying to think because I'm a big avid hip hop fan.
I mean, obviously you can go to tee.pub.
tee.public.com.
And you can look at some stuff.
Right.
We actually
That's the only place where I really get my clothes.
But
now.
we have some stuff.
Except pants. They don't.
We have some hip hop stuff in our store.
That's right. That's true.
There's some hip hop shirts.
Illmatic shirt that I wore in the first episode of
Bryan
this.
wore it the first episode. There's a couple other shirts.
I gotta iron that shirt.
We have shirts about everything that we've talked about, whether it's the Utah Jazz. We're gonna get a Washington Wizards shirt from Matt. We got to get something in there for that, but we got something for everybody in there. I did a lot of Cyber Monday shopping. Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member, so I did a lot on Amazon. I got some stuff off the PlayStation Store because if anybody doesn't know, PlayStation Store had a great flash sale, Black Friday sale, which goes on until 11 a.m. on the 28th of this month. So I copped a couple games.
PlayStation?
Everything's discounted there. I mean, everything is discounted. They were like when they say they slashed everything.
I'm gonna put that on my notes.
Slashed everything. So till 11 a.m. on the 28th. So if anybody's, I'm helping PlayStation with this promotion here. If you're a PS4 user, or you can get games completely discounted. You have some really good deals.
That's good for me because I was actually just telling my brother I need another game because all I'm playing. I have NBA Live because of the WNBA stuff, but
you bought NBA Live?
It was half price when I got it.
You know what it is? Guess how?
What?
Do you know what it is with the sale? Take a guess. What the sale? What it is right now on the PlayStation? I just saw it last night, so I know.
Is it less than 30?
Oh yeah.
Damn. How much?
$14.99.
Damn.
That tells you how nobody is buying that game.
I only got it for the WNBA thing, and just to see how.
I saw a couple weeks ago. It was $19.99.
And if we're being honest, I mean,
it's not 2K.
No. I was gonna go completely somewhere else. If we're being honest, $30 for a video game. I mean.
Oh no, $30 for a video game is great. A new video game.
But I mainly play 2K, and I have Madden, but like I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I need something else. So that PlayStation 4 thing might come in handy.
Yo, it's a good sale. You should check it out. That's a good sale for you to check. Definitely a good sale.
Yeah.
Definitely a good one.
None of y'all gonna get my gamer tag though. If I make you guess.
Well, I don't want to guess. It probably has something to do with Freddie Gibbs.
No. Oh my God. No.
Going.
I made that gamer tag a while ago.
Going back to the food, you reminded me of something because I'm not gonna say my friend's name. But I had brunch with a couple of friends yesterday.
Is this incriminating, potentially?
It could be, so I'm not saying the friend's name. I will tell the story, but I'm not going to put my friend out there. But he has made trips over the last couple of years for Thanksgiving with his significant other down to South Carolina. And he's drove Took the 16-hour trip down there. I don't know why he did that, but that's a whole other story.
Wow.
Anyway, he said to me and other friends who were there that he doesn't know if he can do that anymore because when he's down there, the food ain't that good. So I'm like, yo, what do you do when you're at Thanksgiving, especially if it's like your significant other's place, and the food's really not that good?
Wait, let's not even limit this to Thanksgiving. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
it's
but
a
Thanksgiving's
holiday.
a big time. You
But
gotta
I'm
come
saying
correct with the food.
there's also other uncomfortable times where, let's say, you're at a significant other's house or a friend's house.
Yes.
And, you know, you're eating their family dinner or whatever. And I've never had that problem.
I haven't had that problem.
I've had that problem
remember.
because
Maybe
my
as a child. I don't remember
haven't had
it
that
now.
problem with me bringing people over, friends or whatever, because I've had friends
Sure?
in my house.
How you know your parents didn't have an off night in
Because
the kitchen?
every time they say, like, yo, your dad especially, that dude can throw it out. My mom can cook too, but, like, my dad, like,
That's good.
I'm telling you.
I mean, look, you don't want anybody saying that your parents couldn't cook, 'cause then you're gonna feel bad. You're gonna feel some kind of way about that. But if you're in that uncomfortable position, what do you do?
What do you do?
I haven't been in that position. I did have a significant other of mine, an ex of mine, that cooked something one time for me, and it wasn't that good. I was kind of like, but I'm being honest. Like I was like 24, 25 at the time. I didn't know. So now some people know who that is. I did not know.
Incriminating info.
Nah, I don't care. I did not know what to say. It just was. It was extra regular. That's me being nice.
Extra regular?
It was extra regular.
What kind of? I'm trying to think. I've been in that situation definitely where I've had food at other people's houses, whose names I'm not gonna say. Not sorry. But that I didn't really enjoy the food. What did I do? I think I just like. Oh, I ate earlier. You know what I mean? Like I just ate a little while.
Yeah, but
before
what
I
if you
came
filled the
here.
plate and you got a lot on the plate? Like, how do you mosey your way onto the trash
I mean,
to put it in there?
Let's see. Are there a lot of people there? So then I could offer food around.
Thanksgiving. If it's Thanksgiving, there's probably going to be a decent amount of
Okay,
people
so
there.
I would try to like, hey, you want this?
You're going to
want
pawn the food off on the people? Like, come on. That's even more obvious. Hey, yo, man, I can't finish this stuffing. So,
or you
have
could do,
this.
or you think that's some slime ball move? Wait till you see this. How about you just kind of like you disappear for a little bit.
See, that's where I would go.
You throw the food out when nobody's looking.
That's the way I go.
And then you come back out like
Yo, you gotta
that was
disappear.
good.
Disappear.
And then you get some pizza later.
Take what is a long bathroom break, and then you come back and you get that out of here.
Yeah.
That's
Or
how I
if
move.
there's a not if there's a trash can in the bathroom because then they're gonna look there.
You can't do that. How you gonna put food in the bathroom trash? That's just all kinds of nasty. Like, come on, man.
No. But yeah, we recommend that if you are cheating on whoever's family dinner this is or whatever, just go somewhere and throw it out if the food is lackluster. Don't eat bad
And
food.
if you know it's going to be lackluster going in, I don't generally eat before Thanksgiving dinner, not a lot. Then I would say eat before.
Can you tolerate bad food? Like
No.
if you're eating it,
No.
can you? Because some people. I think my dad could actually do this.
I can tolerate average food. There's bad food and average food.
There's
no.
No. If it's bad, I don't think he could. Average, yeah, he could. Average with me, I don't know, man. I'm a super picky eater. Like,
For
I'm
me,
super picky.
bad is like you didn't even season your shit. That's bad. Like, nah. Absolutely nah.
We have the first one on the podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna censor that in the podcast. That to me is like absolutely not. I'm not. Nah, man. Like that, I can't stand.
I'm surprised it was you that cursed before me. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm probably surprised. But there's a first time. There's a first time for everything.
Because if you hear me,
You know why? Because I think that was a word that came to me. Because I was thinking about
You were
the
so
food,
disgusted.
and I was so disgusted. I was like, nah.
What's a food? What's a food that I really don't like that I can't I'll be able to finish? I'm trying to think.
But if I don't like something, I don't like something. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not putting it on my plate.
Have you ever ordered something that you couldn't really take off, but it was part of a meal that you really wanted? I don't know. I'm trying to think because sometimes in a restaurant they come with these mixed vegetables, but then there's some of these vegetables you don't really want, and it's kind of annoying because you would say something about it.
Like if you get some lima beans in there or something, which I'm not crazy about.
Lima beans, that's random.
Yeah.
I was thinking of I don't know. I don't like lima beans that much. Cauliflower's aight.
Cauliflower's on point.
It's okay, man. Not everybody's cauliflower's on point.
Not everybody's everything's on point. I agree with that. That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of this conversation. Now, all this food talk is making me hungry. I'm hungry. I need some food.
Word, I might go back to Dos Toros after this.
Damn.
I'm kidding. That's some fat boy stuff.
They got you on payroll. All right, we're going to take a break. That's enough. We talked about some Thanksgiving. We are going to come back. We're going to talk a little NBA. A lot's been going on in NBA. And a lot of stuff happened in hip-hop this past weekend. So we'll come back with more of that on the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. It ain't hard to tell where to get the latest merchandise from Backpack Broadcasting. Gear is now available via tee.pub. Visit the Backpack Broadcasting tee.pub online store to get shirts, hoodies, mugs, and phone cases. Represent your favorite Backpack Broadcasting shows, including the Sports Walk, Sideline Stories, and of course, the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. Check out the special offers for our podcast listeners at http://t.pub/LIC/backpack. Get in the game with your official Backpack Broadcasting gear today. What's up, listeners? You know sometimes how it can be hard just to get from point A to point B. Now, when I have to get anywhere and I don't want to deal with the hassle of public transportation, it ain't hard to tell how I get around. I always make sure to use the best car service app in the game. I'm talking about Lyft. Lyft offers rides in minutes. All you have to do is download the Lyft app, request a ride, and you will be on your way quickly. Lyft is all about happy riders and happy drivers. Take a ride with them and you'll see why 9 out of 10 rides end up with a 5-star rating. Lyft always has amazing offers for new customers, and I'm here to tell our listeners about a great offer today. Lyft is currently offering free ride credit to Ain't Hard to Tell listeners. If you are new to Lyft, then you are eligible, and getting your credit is easy. All you have to do is download the app and use the promo code AHTTPOD to unlock your free credit today. Ain't hard to tell who has the best car app service, so use the code today and ride out loud with Lyft. Sports. All right, welcome back to the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast, episode 11. Dexter, Henry, and Bryan Fonseca here. We talked a lot about Thanksgiving and food. We opened up with some food that's different. Usually open up with sports. It's like, nah, we're going to talk about food and Thanksgiving. Interesting. And Bryan now knows how to avoid bad food at gatherings or what to do with it.
I have plenty of those tactics, but we don't need to get into that just in case.
You got to watch Bryan. He's sneaky. If he comes to your
certain
house,
people may be listening to this podcast, and I'm not trying to. Let's just go on to the next.
Yeah,
topic.
you can't give away all your secrets. NBA has been an interesting time in the NBA. We are starting to get most teams have played about 20 games now.
Yeah.
19, 20 games.
Quarter of the way through.
We're getting to about that quarter of the way through, that point where I'm like, yo, okay, you can start to separate the real from the fake and see where certain teams are. So, we'll do that. We'll save that for the next podcast. Who's hot, who's not, who's real and fake. We're going to kind of look at that.
Who's phony?
Yeah.
Who's fake?
Yeah, that's the kind of teams that I hate. But interesting situation in Cleveland. They've had their struggles early on, but they've started to play better pretty much after a sparked by a win over the Knicks where they came back. And now Derrick Rose has taken some time away from the team. He's trying to find out what he wants to do with, his playing career. It seems like the injuries have taken a toll on him. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He did not go AWOL on the team like he did with the Knicks last year. He actually has informed the team and let him know. I think this is a very serious yet sensitive situation.
I agree, yeah.
With Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
And what's kind of been interesting to me is people have said, oh, well, is he going to walk away from his $60 million shoe deal with Adidas? And I'm like, yo, that's what y'all really care about? Like, people really wrote articles on that? Like, y'all really care about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what a lot of people like, because you know how a lot of people just focus on what they don't have? So they're kind of they are jealous of people like Derrick Rose and other athletes who get these big, lucrative deals. And they're like, yo, you really going to walk away from that? Because if I'm getting hurt, then I'm going to stay and get the $60 million.
It's not about that.
That's what people care about.
It's not about that. It's not, and I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not about that. This is somebody who's struggling with finding his happiness in what he actually loves to do.
Yeah.
Right? And there's something actually, sad about that, but it's actually real, right? Like, we all can go through feeling low or points to depression, and mental health is serious. And that should be taken seriously. One of the things I think people forget in the situation with Derrick Rose, whether it was last year with the Knicks or this year, not excusing what he did last year because I'm not, but this is somebody who suffers, maybe suffers is not the right word, but deals with social anxiety disorder. This is a player who's dealt with that, has gone and seeking professional help, talked to somebody, a therapist. I hope Derrick Rose is getting what he needs, the help he needs for his mental health so that he can make the appropriate decision for his life. If Derrick Rose doesn't play basketball again, but he's happy because he can no longer deal with the injuries or what it used to be, then good. I want to see him be happy. If he's happy, that's great. Who cares about the $60 million? He has to be happy, man. And that's kind of my point of where it is. So when I see these articles about could he walk away from this, I'm like, yo, what does that mean if he's not happy? Because he might be in a dark place now, but if he forces himself to do something, he might go down a darker road, and nobody wants to see that.
Absolutely not.
So that's
I agree. To me, when I saw it, I think this was on Thanksgiving or like the day after or whatever, but at first it was jarring. And I was just like, wow, like really he's considering walking away. But then I thought about it. Like I really sat and thought about it for like 5 minutes or so. And then I was like, you think about everything that he's been through, those multiple big knee surgeries, missing a lot of time after being where he was. However you feel about him actually winning the MVP award, like, you know, he had a great season that year, regardless.
Right.
And at the time, he was one of the best guards, one of the best players in the NBA. And to fall from that to, you know, eventually becoming a pretty good NBA player to a off the bench, like six man, then a role player that he is now in Cleveland, and to get injured literally every season dealing with something, that has to take a toll on you. Because there's people that have gone through a lot less. Like they've gotten an injury and they're like, no, I'm done. So for him, yes, it's going to take a toll on you because you have to keep fighting back. You don't have to, but he chose to keep fighting back. And he's somebody who said in the past, like, yo, I want to be able to walk when I'm older. Like, I want to be able to, like, you know, be a father to my kid and those kind of things. He's, 29 years old, I think now? We lose sight of that. Like, he's been in the NBA for 10 years, but he's only 29 years old. So I wouldn't hold it against him if he retired. I feel like, sure, he'll leave a lot of money on the table.
But who cares?
Maybe he still has some basketball left in him. He doesn't look done by playing.
No, I don't think he's done.
Yeah,
but maybe his body might be worn down.
Yeah, he could still contribute, but some people, their body just betrays them. Some people just can't really hold up, and with some people like Derrick Rose, they're just never ever going to be able to live up to their full potential. So how does that not going to eat at him? You know what I mean?
He's got. I understand if he feels a certain kind of way. I think I said my thing here is all about him getting the help that he needs for any mental health situation. That's what's most important. Yeah. And if you care about otherwise, you're worried about the money he's leaving on the table. First of all, it's not your decision. It's not your life.
Yeah. I'm worried about other people's money, man.
I don't understand why people care so much. I don't even think I've not seen as many articles about, hey, what about Derrick Rose's mental health? How is he in the situation? And like, what if he even has other things going on personally, which we don't know? It's none of our business.
I would write that if I was paid to do so.
It's personally none of our business.
Just throwing that out there.
So Derrick Rose, man, hope that you can. It'll be beautiful if he can get his mind is right and he come back and play and he's happy. But that's the bottom line for me is whatever he does that makes him happy.
I agree.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Other teams. Our producer, Matt Feniza, his Jazz.
Yeah.
They've been struggling,
Yeah. We don't have a camera on Matt today.
But Gobert is out, but Matt can talk to us.
Yes. We have the Matt mic is reloaded. We can
Gobert,
call it the Matt mic because both Matts are here.
Yes, it's true. And we have Matt Feniza and Matty P. We'll call him. We're not going to call you the other name. We're not going to do that. But Matt, your Jazz struggling to score. My Knicks came back and handled them.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Are you still optimistic, or will you admit that you miss Gordon Hayward?
I will not. Why is it always Gordon Hayward? I will not.
Why is it always Freddie Gibbs, huh?
That's a valid.
Why are you always mad?
Why are you always mad about that? No, I'm not.
We're at a fist fight after this
Number
podcast.
one, I don't miss Gordon Hayward. Number two, I was at that Knicks Jazz game. Although they lost, it was a good game. I saw 3 other Jazz fans. We had a little moment. in the concessions. It was great. Everyone looked at us like, why are there 3 Jazz fans in the middle of
That's
Madison Square
how I
Garden?
would have looked at you.
But yeah, we last game against the Bucks, big win, fourth quarter. My boy Ingles, the hero from Australia, he's
That's
big.
right.
He's big. Game against the Bulls was big, but that road trip killed us. I was not happy about that road trip.
Wasn't Joe Ingles scared of Donovan Mitchell in the post-game thing?
That's because Mitchell is going around, and whoever's played at the games, whoever gets the interview, he sprays him with a water bottle, which I don't understand because isn't the veteran supposed to haze the rookie?
No,
Yeah.
no, times have changed.
Times have changed.
Times have changed.
Why is
Good
that?
for Donovan Mitchell for squirting water on people, Paul.
Somebody's gonna get him good though.
Big pause on
That ain't gonna last.
That's a big pause.
That's
on
not
that.
gonna last too long.
Yeah, after
So,
a game where he gets 28, 7, and 10, somebody's going to
Yeah.
pour Gatorade on him.
that would be the perfect comeback. To give him
That
a
would be.
Gatorade.
That's
That
what I
would
would
be.
do. Give him a
But-
Gatorade shot.
So are you concerned? The Jazz are 9-11. They're sitting in the 8th spot in the West. Can you hang around till Gobert gets back? Are you concerned about the health? The team can't score.
Oh, Rubio's getting injured. He's playing
That's
here
it?
and there.
What a surprise.
You got our second string, third string. Neto's getting injured, or however you say his name. I mean,
Neto?
well, it's either hashtag take note or hashtag tank note. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, I'm a big follower of the hashtag tank note. So people are saying we should tank.
I'm going to go with tank note.
Tank note, yeah.
Especially if you can't stay healthy. See, I think if you guys are healthy, you'll be good enough to hang around for a playoff
But we
spot.
can't.
But if you're not, then I say tank.
We're losing crucial games that if
Who
we
you
had
tanking
Gobert,
for?
People are saying trade Gobert, and I'm strongly against that.
That's not smart.
We just signed the contract with him over the summer. Why would we want to get rid of him?
Why would you trade Rudy Gobert?
That's what I'm saying. People on Twitter have no
He
idea.
averages
what they're talking
30
about.
rebounds a game.
That's why I only use Bryan as my source on Twitter because he's the only one. He's the only reliable source. But people
At Bryan Fonseca,
at
NY.
BryanFonseca.net. Please look at it. Anyways, Derrick Favors, get rid of him. I saw him.
That's a tradable asset.
Yes, and I saw him live, and to me, he's just fat and slow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, last thing before we let you go.
And the reason I say he's fat and slow is because once Gobert came on the team, he got pushed away from being the center. Therefore, his responsibilities weren't as much as it used to be. So he realized that, Gobert's here, but now he's playing that center spot, and he's realizing that I'm out of shape. I can't drive like I used to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Former net Derrick Favors.
And, I mean, when I saw Porzingis boxed him out for... Porzingis doesn't really box out that much for rebounds, but I saw him get 1 rebound against Favors. I said, Favors.
So you were done?
I was like, Favors, bro.
Are you calling Porzingis tall and skinny?
He is tall and skinny.
Okay.
He's put on a little bit of weight, but he's still got to get a little stronger.
He needs to work how to box out. That's one thing.
Okay.
All right, what was your question?
That's it. I've heard where you stood. You stand on the Jazz, and okay. Does you stand on the Jazz?
All right, awesome.
All right, that is your Utah Jazz report.
Yeah, too much of it.
Take note.
So we'll take about that. We're gonna get on to some hip hop stuff. A lot of things happened over Thanksgiving weekend. The first thing that I was like, where'd this come from? This is like the ultimate where did this come from moment. Somebody texted me
On Thanksgiving week.
On Thanksgiving, and they were like, "Yo, did you hear Mase put out a diss track against Cameron?" I'm like, Mase?
But in fairness, Cameron, which obviously plays a big part in this, released a mixtape like a week ago.
That was
or something.
10 days before
and
that.
in the very first verse, he says something about me. He mentions Mase.
Which I'm like, why? For those who do not know, Mase and Cameron
Shout
are
out
rappers,
Children of the Corn.
rappers from Harlem who had a lot of fame in the late 90s coming up.
Together.
Together.
And then they were famous. Well, Cameron was mostly famous after that. Mase had a little run, 2004.
Yeah, but
he made me breathe, stretch, shake when I was 10 years old, Paul.
first of all, did you care when you heard it? So Kyle kind of was like, but then I listened to it and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
Mase has some bars. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. What was your reaction to it?
You got my bleeping name tatted on you. Yo.
And he ends it like that.
Yeah, that was my favorite line. Yo, Mase has some bars where I was like, damn. You know what I
he's
mean? 'Cause
alright.
I haven't heard Cameron beef with anybody in a while because he had the Jay-Z thing, 50 Cent thing. So, and Cameron was kind of doing his own thing. He had the mixtape, which I kind of enjoyed some of it.
Nah, I don't really care to listen. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes.
if you can't see, I made a face. But yeah, Cameron versus Mase, entirely random.
Totally random.
I also saw screenshots of them. I don't know if this is like a real thing, but them like commenting back and forth on an Instagram post talking about how like almost like that they're working everybody. Like,
yeah, and that it was just for fun. I saw that today.
But then something else happened after. No,
I'm not as updated on. Cameron did release a response track, which
that's what I'm saying.
Which I listened to about 90 seconds of, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need to hear anymore. I turned that off. I was like, I'm not good.
You're so disrespectful to Cam.
I'm not disrespectful to
We're
Cameron.
gonna get him up here, and you're gonna not be as disrespectful.
Yeah, I'll salute to the diplomat.
You're not gonna keep the same energy.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. I have a couple things I definitely.
By the way, that new Dipset song is pretty good.
I have not heard yet.
I like it. What? I thought you heard it already.
No, I didn't listen to it.
What's it called? Damn, I don't remember what's the name of it. But Cameron Jim Jones.
Anyway, I think it's cool. I'm not being dismissive of that. What I'm saying, to get back to the Cameron and Mase thing, is I think it's corny if you're gonna like try to start some rap beef and then be like, oh well, we just did it for the attention. Like that's what y'all basically did it for.
Especially finding Mase from whatever church or grave he was locked in and just bringing him out and what? I can't say that.
No, you can say that. I'm just thinking about how corny it is. Like when I saw that, and I saw the Instagram comments back and forth about it's all love, and I'm like,
Mase was making pop music back, like not even. He actually had a song a couple years ago that sounded like trash, and
it was.
Yeah, so I'm like, this was just a random beef. I'm here for Cameron, Mase not so much. What? I have a hard copy of Killer Season 2 in my crib right now.
That's fine. I actually am more of a Mase fan over the Cameron fan. I have been forever. Mase was a really good rapper. Didn't really do anything past his first album, but that's a whole nother story.
Breach That Shake, Welcome Back.
Welcome Back was one of the most disappointing hip-hop albums of all time that I've ever purchased. Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later, about most disappointing hip-hop albums I've purchased. You know what mine is.
Oh, we could do that next segment.
We'll talk in the next segment. But that is up there. Was one of the most disappointing albums I've ever purchased. I loved Harlem World, and that album was, well, yeah. Anyway, there were some good things that did come over as far as hip-hop during Thanksgiving. Fabulous and Jadakiss released, I guess they're calling it a mixtape.
Finally. And this is something that I was tired of hearing about.
Yeah, it's been talked about for years, at least 2.5 years.
It's like Detox almost, where it's not like Detox.
Yeah, well, now
it's more like Nas' album Done, which we can talk about.
We've said enough about that in the show.
But Jadakiss Fabulous finally released that mixtape,
Nightmare on Elm Street,
which I was surprised you liked it as much as you did.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was solid. It was really good. Mixes some strong production, some old school sound, some soul samples. A song called Soul Food I really like.
Yeah,
I thought they were good in their flows back and forth. I liked that it was short. It was only 11 minutes. Nice 43-minute listen.
Yeah,
maybe it was a couple songs I really did. I think it was about 2 songs I kind of was like, but it's a good listen. It's not anything thematically deep. It's typical of what you hear Fab and Jada. A lot of punchline rap.
I could do without the Future feature.
A lot of witty stuff. The Future actually didn't bother me. The remix that they throw on the bonus track at the end.
You discover in that song why he uses auto-tune.
Okay, that's fair enough. Before we wrap up this segment, we also had releasing this month. Talib Kweli dropped an album, Radio Silence, which I thought was decent. And you told me I finally listened to the Cyhi, the Prince album today, and I thought that was decent. Thought the album really ended strong. I would put both those albums kind of about the same level of what I enjoyed them for. I might actually think the Cyhi might have a little bit more replay value for me than Talib.
I want to do 1 to 10s, but we probably don't. But I mean, it's still.
I gotta sit with those albums a little bit more.
I do too, but Cyhi, I feel like it can crack my top 10, which we will get to.
We will get to that. We will definitely look at the top 10 of hip hop before the end of the year.
Oh,
yes. That's it on the Hip Hop Report. We'll come
Freddie
back.
Gibbs is on there.
When we come back, we're going to talk about something that you do in the morning. We'll talk about showering. Because of an interesting topic that's come among us about showering. When you shower, what showering products do you use?
If you shower.
Yo, don't come around me if you don't.
I'm here.
Don't come around me.
I smell good.
If you
I've
don't.
been told that I'm a naturally good smelling man.
You come up in here and tell me that you haven't showered, we are not doing this. I'll do it solo. We are not doing this. Like, it's not happening. All right, we come back to break. We'll talk about that and worst hip hop album purchases. We'll talk about it when we come back on the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast.
Guru is the place where fans talk about sports via video. All videos are 60 seconds or shorter. Sports Guru makes the video look more professional and fun by adding automated on-screen graphics. You can follow your favorite sports by team, trending, new, or by people you follow, and more. Type in the title of your video and it will automatically, that's right, magically go into your on-screen graphics. It's just that simple. Tag your teams and publish sports. Let's talk sports.
The best new sports web series is here. It's from Backpack Broadcasting, and it's called The Sports Walk. The Sports Walk is a series where diverse sports fans take a walk and share their views at the intersection of sports and society. The entire first season is now available on Backpack Broadcasting's YouTube channel and backpackbroadcasting.com. See what other sports fans have to say about a variety of issues in the world of sports. Watch all 13 episodes from season 1 and take The Sports Walk today. All right, welcome back to the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. Bryan wanted to bring up a question to me. He just wanted to know from people. We talked about different stuff on this podcast. I'm laughing thinking about.
I like laughing more than I like talking about
standing or sitting, which I still think is one of the most ridiculous questions.
Yes,
I've heard. But
I prefer that than 45. I'm just saying.
Oh no, it's definitely better than that. And we'll get to him in a second and LeVar Ball and their whole beef.
I forgot
which
about
might be
that.
lamer than the Cameron Mase beef.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot. We'll get to that. Showering. Everybody should be doing it. As I said, if you're not, please stay away from me. Obviously, if you have a financial situation, you are living on the street, you don't have access to shower, we understand what you're going through, so I'm not making fun of anybody with that. But if you have access to a shower and you are not showering on the regular, we do not have time for that here on the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast.
Yeah, I'm glad.
At least I don't. I'm saying what I do.
I'm glad you threw in that disclaimer because I ain't.
No, I don't want to disrespect anybody that doesn't have access to a shower, but then if you're fortunate enough to have that,
but now anything goes.
All of us here, we are blessed to.
So all of you dirty people who have access to a shower and aren't utilizing it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing. So Bryan, this is your thing about the shower. So
okay, so
what do you want to know?
Here's my thing. So how should I ask this? So okay, do you have to shower the night and the morning, like during a day or whatever? Like let's say you came home from work, obviously, and you want to shower, so you shower at night, but you're also gonna go to work in the morning. Do you shower at night, then go to sleep, and then just get up and go, or do you shower at night and shower in the morning? Do you feel the need to do both? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, it depends.
Or do you just go to sleep, crash, wait, and then shower in the morning?
A couple things. I think it all depends on how your day goes. Number one,
I agree with that.
I always shower in the morning because it's a great way to start my day.
A lot of people say that that's a routine.
It's my thinking time. Showers, I love taking showers. I like long showers. It's my time to think, clear my head about the day. So it makes me start off the day great, right? Okay. There only be certain circumstances where if I know I have to rush out in the morning or something where I might actually go the other way. And depending on your day is, I think how active you've been, sometimes you have to shower twice. So it kind of depends on the day. There's some days where I shower morning and night.
Hold on. Showering twice is different than showering in the morning and showering at night. Because let's say you work out at like 10. This is before you shower the first time. Let's say you work out like 10, 11 in the morning. And then after that, you shower, you eat, whatever. And then you go out, work, do your thing. And then you come back at night and then shower again before you go to bed.
Yeah, it depends on how active your day was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it really depends on your day and like how active your day was.
Like, cause my dad.
And seasons too. If it's in the summertime, always showering twice.
That's also true. But here's the thing. See,
always.
This is what I like. This is what I like. This is what I liked about college, because, and shout out to everybody I know that's still in college, because you see different people on Tuesdays, especially when you're like freshman, sophomore. You see different people on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you might see them Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, I'm not saying that gives you reason to not take a shower.
Nah, don't get caught slipping out.
You could, and this is going on to a different subject, where you could wear the same thing Tuesday and Friday, or Tuesday and Wednesday.
We're talking about clothes, or are you talking about drawers? Because drawers.
No. Because that's what gets musty. That's not, I'm not trying to feel.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to feel the same thing down there that I felt the day before.
I don't want to feel any of that. No.
So basically, Matt are over there shaking their heads. So basically, yeah.
Because that's just nasty.
I don't feel the need, but I think it depends. I agree. I don't feel the need to shower both night and morning. I mean, it depends. There are some instances.
I think it's situational.
Yeah.
I think it's truly situational.
Like,
a lot of things depend. I think how your day is gone. Did you work out?
Yeah.
Season. How active were you at work?
So I'm not gonna lie. So
here's the bottom line: you need to be checking yourself and checking your funk.
Yes.
You got to check yourself and check
But
your
hold
phone.
on. I have
You gotta
some.
check
I have
yourself.
some dirt to spill. So,
Oh, God.
the day he just moved away from me a little bit. So, when did I come back from Florida? It was Saturday. Well, it was really overnight Sunday. Okay, so I took a shower the night before. This would have been Friday night, right? So rolled out of bed, had breakfast downstairs. What?
I'm not sure I like where
I'm
this is
already
going.
getting the side eye.
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Look, this is how you know. This is how you know I'm doing this for the podcast for Backtrack Broadcasting, because I'm out here giving out info that I shouldn't be. And if certain people listen to this, they might think I'm nasty. But who cares?
I might think you're nasty.
So maybe. Well, that has yet to be determined. So here we go. Rolled out of bed, ate breakfast, came back, whatever, got my stuff packed, whatever. Went to the game, left, traveled. We were out for a little bit, had dinner at like 6, and then went to the airport. Flight got delayed from 9:20 to 11:55, right? So I was still there, and we didn't get on the plane till like 12:20. We flew out, got back here 3:30, 4 o'clock or something like that. No, we got back to the airport at 3:30, got to our location to disperse at like 4:30. I ended up getting home at 5 o'clock. I just crashed. I woke up the next morning at like 10 something, then showered, and then went about my day.
Couple things here. I don't find it that horrible. Because what are we talking about in total hours between showers then? What are we talking about?
We're talking about...
It's over 24 hours.
Hold on. It's like 36 hours. That's a day and a half.
36, you're pushing
Because
it.
I took a shower right before, and then I went to bed.
I think 36, you're pushing it, but there's a couple
Actually,
factors.
I went, took a shower, and then when I came out, Matt was doing the behind-the-scenes video. So I came out, and I was looking at that on my phone, and I ended up going to sleep.
36 hours, you're pushing it. Yeah, all depends on a couple stuff. If you're sleeping
My
alone,
plan was to get home and shower, but the flight got delayed. I will say that much.
If you're sleeping alone, you can hop in your bed by yourself. If you're not sleeping alone,
I like doing things
somebody
alone.
might
Pause.
not be, your partners of other might not be comfortable with you bringing the funk into the bed. You can't bring the funk into the bed. That's all I'm saying. So I see, this is my whole thing. It's all situational.
I was really tired. See, I was thinking about it the entire way home. I was really tired. I was going to shower when I got home, but then once I got home, I just threw my bag on the floor. I, changed.
Too lazy.
Changed, then went to bed. And I was like, I don't
judge
care.
you. I can't judge you for that.
And I was like, I don't care, because the next morning I'm just going to wake up. I'm going to be home working on stuff.
yeah,
mostly chilling. I'm not going to lie.
It's situational.
And then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just eat this one because who's at home? My parents? I'll be straight. Whatever.
See, it's all situational.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but yeah. But I also correlate showers sometimes at, when I go to the bathroom. Because what? I feel, because with me, it's like certain times when I go to the bathroom, actually, no, when I go to the bathroom and do that, I shower afterwards.
Yes, but I've heard other people talk about this, and I understand it.
I do it all the time.
Because
I shower
from
after.
what I've heard from other people, you feel cleaner.
Which also means that I didn't do that
I got
for 36 hours.
No. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that brilliant information too, because we needed to know that as well. It's just, God, we needed to know that. Jesus Christ.
I was really because my rule, and we're gonna get off topic, but my rule is that I don't go to the bathroom and do that
in public
places. Only in my house or in hotel rooms. Not at a friend's house, nowhere else.
Bryan
the
comes to your
hotel
house,
is where I'm staying.
You know he is not gonna make a number 2.
That doesn't mean I'm not gonna
Your
gas
place.
it up though.
True.
So, because we've seen on the behind-the-scenes video, I almost killed Matt in the middle of the street outside of Diamante Cigar Lounge. Shout out to him.
Saw that. Hey, yo, shout out to everybody. Check out our behind-the-scenes video that we've put out. We have behind-the-scenes coming for every episode.
Yeah.
So you can see how this guy acts like a crazy.
Yeah.
All the time behind the episodes, and other people that help.
But I almost went in the airport. Like I was thinking about it, but then I was like, this is trashy, whatever. And this is also probably why I did not. No, because the toilet paper.
What airport were you in that is trashy?
Well, I don't even know. It was something in Florida.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
We're moving.
I like good toilet paper.
Go ahead, Matt. Matt's got something to say.
So what people can learn from Bryan is that he's very particular in his feeding habits. He's a picky eater. and his pooping habits. He's a picky pooper.
You can do
Yes.
these. You know that.
1,000%.
So, Bryan,
I think the world should be grateful for that.
You're-
That's also probably why I wasn't asleep on the flight on the way home, the 3-hour flight. I was awake the
That's
entire
not good.
time.
That is not
because
good.
you were probably constipated.
No judgment to that. As I said, I think it's all situational. You know, you're gonna do what's comfortable for you, and you're gonna move how it's comfortable for you. But I think it's truly all situational. Like you can't just like box it into this one thing or this other thing. I just think it's totally situational, and you just have to see, you know, how it goes. I don't think it's necessarily that crazy.
What's your longest time without taking a shower?
I think this has only happened for me if I've ever been sick or home for like a couple days, where you're kind of just sick and you're lounging around. So maybe close to like, 2 days, 48 hours, but that's the most. But like I said, that also was me like living with somebody. I don't move that way now.
Ooh.
You know, I'm not trying to like be funky around my daughters.
I had a better question.
I can't do that.
What's the longest you've gone? This is for you two, one of you two also. What is the longest you've gone without going to the bathroom?
Yeah, I don't think that's happened for more than 48 hours.
Version 2.
Yeah, I don't think
More
it's
than 48
I don't think
hours?
it's ever been more than 48 hours. That would be crazy. I'd be concerned.
Please,
then.
Matt.
Why you? From my recollection, has to be can't more than 40.
Yeah.
No, less than 48.
Yeah, if you start getting there, you got a problem.
Mine was
Yeah.
4 days.
Wow.
Yo,
I remember.
that's not.
That's defying the human
this
body.
is why. I think it was it my senior year of high school or junior year of high
That's
school?
not good.
I don't know if it was my
Did you write
senior
this down in your journal?
No, because I remember where I was. So it was my senior or junior year of high school. And what happened was, for those of you who don't know, I ran track in high school. I still got to bring in my MVP trophy to show you because you don't believe me.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I don't either.
What's it called? So I was on the team for pen relays, and I remember on the entire trip, I did not do that in the
That's
bathroom.
ridiculous.
I don't know why, but
And
wait,
you're
I think
running.
I know why. I think
And
I know
you're
why.
running.
You're
I think I know
running.
why. I think I know why. Yeah, and I was running, and I was pretty good. The team was
Debatable.
all right. But anyway, so I remember that it was my junior year. I think it was my junior year because the year before, I did it, and the whole floor smelled bad, but it wasn't because of me.
So it was probably in your head, and you didn't want to have the history repeat itself. So you were so scared of sticking up the floor.
But it wasn't because
It was
of
in
me.
your head.
It wasn't because of me because okay, I set it off, yes, and it smelled
Yes,
really
you
bad.
did. You did.
But then after that, somebody they were trying to figure out a way we get rid of the smell. We're young, stupid. We're in high school. I was 16 at the time.
This can't be
my
good.
sophomore year. So. And I had already wiped, flushed, whatever. So, dude, I'm not gonna say his name because I don't even think I know who it was.
Okay.
Sprayed deodorant on it, which made it smell worse.
I'm done here.
Yeah.
And then the door opened, and then it went everywhere.
Wait.
And remind
was
you,
this in
since
a,
we're
was this in a hotel?
Yes.
They have vents for a reason.
Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
You should have had that on.
You need to recognize.
Well, what I can say.
All right.
I sat in a car.
Yeah, and we've recognized. And so if you
Boston road trip.
if
that's
you
all I
saw
gotta say.
on the behind the scenes.
People who've known me for years are gonna be surprised that it's taken this long for this to come up on the podcast.
I kind of wish it never came
Yeah,
up.
me too.
It is what it is. Before we go, we talked before.
How
the
often
last
do you
segment.
clog your toilet?
Okay.
I'm
Go-
Yo, I'm
next
kind
topic,
of over the bathroom topic. I just want to
topic.
talk about the we talked before about what's the worst album you've ever bought.
Yes.
And obviously buying albums say different than before. You know, obviously we have access to so much music, streaming, online. You know, but when you had to actually go and buy a CD and you believed in an artist, you thought it was going to be the worst album I ever bought. I'm going to tell this story. And it's not disgusting as the last couple stories that we heard. But back, I don't know, this was 98. For those my older hip hop fans out there that remember the song Down Bottom by Rough Riders, Drag On had the open verse. Drag On was a rapper with the Rough Riders, DMX, Jadakiss, Eve, Lox. And he had a really, quick, fast verse, and I was just enamored by it. I was gassed off. I was like, oh, this dude is nice.
That was in the era where dudes were on posse cuts, killing it, and you wanted to find out who they were.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, this guy's nice. So I'll never forget, I remember myself and one of my best friends, we went to actually get the CD. It's back when we actually went and got the CD, and I went to Beat Street, that's an old record store in downtown Brooklyn, and I got the CD of Drag On, popped it in the CD player. You know, I had my Discman or whatever. I'm going home, and I listened to it. And when I listened to it, my face was. It was emotionless. Like I didn't know what to say. Every song kept getting worse. Like there was no redeeming song on it. And
Every song kept getting worse.
When you're in high school and you know you got your allowance, I spent $16 on a CD, and it was trash. It was complete trash. Like complete trash. I would never listen to the album again. I don't encourage anybody to go on Apple Music, Spotify, anything, play the album again. It is arguably one of the worst wastes of money that I ever spent my life on. It's
Dragon's first album.
Dragon. Did he have an album after that? Because he shouldn't. He shouldn't have. Like it wasn't good. Like it was bad. Like yeah, Dragon's first album, it was called. This really kind of corny title. And I think of it, the opposite of H2O. Which meant he spit fire, but he wasn't spitting hot fire on this album. Production was whack. Even the features from like DMX and the rest of the Rough Riders crew could not save him. Yeah, it's probably the worst money I spent on an album. My most disappointing person on the album was buying Nas's Nostradamus. I'm a Nas fan, but Nostradamus to me is beneath anything Nas has ever made, and I act as though the album doesn't exist. Anybody who knows me as a Nas fan, it's like the album does not exist.
Damn.
Kind of pretty much the way I treat Freddie Gibbs albums, like they don't exist.
You're lying.
That's how I treat them.
You're lying.
What about you? Before we go, what was the worst?
Think that's the thing. I'm trying to think of one. I don't think I have one of those. I've done some dumb stuff though. I've definitely done something stupid. So when I was 11, when my mother was coming back from somewhere, I really, really wanted Mike Jones's album.
Why?
Because back then was my song. Actually, hold on. Let's get to back then
You're
real
still
quick.
bumping Mike Jones?
No. Back then, he was just a prophet on that song. Like, if you listen to the actual lyrics of what he's saying, he was accurately predicting somebody's come up and how back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. Like, he's a genius for that. The rest of the album, I can do without. I love the beat on Still Tipping. I wanted that album. She got it, and I listened to it, and I liked it at the time. Now I listen to it. I have different ears, but No,
it should happen as you get older.
And this is weird because, like, even back then, I was, my brother was already putting me on the old school stuff. But I don't know. I just really liked back then. You know what I mean?
So you did not instantly realize that it was trash the way I instantly realized Drag On was trash.
I was 11 years old, so no.
I think when I Drag On album, I was 15, something like that.
I didn't realize.
I knew it was trash.
I realized. When did I realize Mike Jones? Well, I'm not gonna call Mike Jones trash because back then is a prophetic song. I also made. Hold on. On that note, I also made my mother buy. What was another album that I had back then? The Chamillionaire album, which is really good and has made me a Chamillionaire fan to this day because I ended up buying with my own money his other album, Ultimate Victory, that came out 2 years later.
I did not know there was still Chamillionaire albums.
Well, now he's making millions of dollars in Silicon Valley and not messing with his rap and his streaming services and things like that. So he's chilling.
Okay, so you didn't have as much of a traumatic experience as I did.
No,
with
I'm trying. I just had weird out. And then the next year I was getting Killer Season 2 and The Doctor's Advocate.
Had to come back to Cameron.
And Hip Hop Is Dead, and then I don't remember.
Those are not awful albums.
I'm trying to think. But you know what though? Sometimes in some of those songs, some of those artists like Chamillionaire. what?
I'm laughing at you because the producer's trying to tell us that we're out of time.
I don't look.
We're out of time. Oh, they basically have no more time.
We're out of time on YouTube, guys. Really?
Yes, we're out of time.
Yeah, also true. That's why we have a podcast.
We are out. We
would be longer than an hour if we had more, but we're still building there.
Hour's good.
We're still building there for now. Hour's good. Well, actually, yeah, it is good.
We are out of time on episode 11. We talked about a lot of
real quick.
Random episode.
Real quick. Who wins the celebrity death match between Donald Trump and 45 and LeVar Ball? Censor where I say Donald Trump.
LeVar. I'm going with LeVar Ball.
All right, me too. I'm going with LeVar Ball by death.
Yeah.
I'm going with LeVar Ball based on his Raw entrance.
I'm going with LeVar Ball all the way on that one. And I would give 45 anymore about time. That's a wrap for episode 11 of the Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. We'll be back with more to come. We're wrapping up the year on this podcast, so more stuff to come, more guests, more randomness has come. If there's a random topic you want us to talk about, please let us know, because I don't know if it'll get more random than his bathroom stuff that he constantly brings up. So I don't know if we'll get more random, but we encourage the random topics or talking about anything. But
I love it.
We'll have more to talk about on the next episode of Ain't Hard to Tell podcast. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for what's coming next.
Shower after you poop.